Good afternoon, students. And in previous lecture we have learned about the Coulomb's law, and in today's lecture we are going to learn Coulomb's law in which form? In terms of vector form. Okay. So for this, if two charges are there, this is charge q1 and this one is charge q2, and r21 is known as your unit vector. Unit vector means that gives you the direction of the force. Okay. So suppose this one is the force F21 force. So what is F21? Here I have mentioned here. What is F21? F21 is the force on which charge? Force on charge Q2 due to the charge Q1. So this is the charge Q2. On this charge will exert the force. Okay. And what is this force? This force is F21. Force on a charge Q2 due to the charge Q1, and this is given by F vector F21, and this force direction and this unit vector direction both are in same direction. Okay, so what we have to consider is that if Q1 and Q2 are the two charges separated by distance r, okay, then what is R21 cap? R21 cap, it gives the unit vector. And what is F21? F21 is the force on a charge Q2 due to the charge Q1. Then how will you give the force? Then force F21 is equals to this is your proportionality constant K. It is directly proportional to the product of charges, that is Q1, Q2, and it is inversely proportional to the square of the distance. So this distance is given by R21 vector, and it is taken in a mod. So that is the amplitude of this vector, R21 vector in the mod and their square. And what is the direction of this force? This force has direction of this unit vector. That's why we have taken R21 unit vector. Okay, this is the representation of Coulomb's law in terms of vector. But what happens? This R21 cap, that is known as your unit vector. This unit vector can be written as R21 vector, where R21 is a position vector of which from position vector with respect to the charge 1, position of a charge Q2 with respect to the 1. So this can be written as R21 vector divided by mod of R21 vector. Okay, that is the equation for which terms? This is the equation for your unit vector. Then how will you write the equation for the Coulombic force? Then the Coulombic force equation, F21 vector, this is equals to proportionality constant K. This will be the Q1 Q2 divided by, this one is your what? Magnitude of R21 vector square. R21 vector, for magnitude you have to take mod, then there having the square into what you have taken here, unit vector R21. But what is unit vector R21? R21 vector divided by magnitude of R21 vector. So here I can write R21 vector divided by magnitude of R21 vector. So this equation can be written as F21 vector is equals to the proportionality constant K, Q1 Q2. So here square and another one term. So this can be written as R21 vector whole cube, okay, into R21 vector. So here cubic term is there when there is a R21 vector. If the force direction of force is given in terms of R21 vector, then there will be the cubic vector, and if it is in terms of unit vector, there will be the square term. Okay, this is the representation of Coulomb's law in vector form. It is in terms of R21 vector and it is in terms of unit vector. So what is K here? K is known as your which constant? Proportionality constant, and this proportionality constant value of K is depends upon the medium, and it is given by 1 upon 4 pi epsilon. Okay, this proportionality constant is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon. I have mentioned it in previous lecture. What is epsilon? Epsilon is the medium in which these two charges are placed. If it is the free space, then epsilon will replace with the epsilon naught, and if it is another medium, dielectric or water or any other medium, then if it has the permittivity epsilon, then at that case there will be the epsilon, where epsilon is the permittivity of medium. This equation you can write also, K is replaced with 1 upon 4 pi epsilon. So you can write F21 is equals to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon Q1 Q2 divided by R21 vector magnitude whole cube into R21 vector, or in terms of unit vector you can write K is the 1 upon 4 pi epsilon. F21 vector is equals to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon Q1 Q2 divided by R21 magnitude of this R21 vector cube square into unit vector. So this is about the how will you represent vectors law, Coulomb's law in terms of vector form. So this is simple vector form. If you replace this vector form with the position vector form, then the expression will be also again changed. That we are going to discuss in the next lecture. Okay, thank you.